Meanwhile, I asked me if it would be okay. She took some of the flowers off of our prickly pear cacti to use in her salads. They never saw us and didn't want to bother us at our door. Such a nice lady. HOAs are weird. I grew up in a neighborhood with one. And it's just a weird thing. United Association assuming I'm just an old lady was your first mistake. Vintage shirt. Sometimes you get people in charge by telling people what they can and can't do on their own property. I like the variation in non-WA neighborhoods. Feels like I am looking at people's homes as an extension of themselves. It makes them more real. WA neighborhoods feel like one boring superorganism. I absolutely agree with this. I really don't like the look of the cookie-cutter houses all lined up neatly in a neighborhood. Sad thing is, I bet he paid for the court fees $3K using WA funds. HOAs are a playground for low-life do-nothing people with low self-esteem that get a power trip from forcing people to do what they say. HOAs are some of the lowest scum in our society. United Association assuming I'm just an old lady was your first mistake. Vintage shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Ladies' tee for men and women. Tank top. V-neck. Where every single detail is exactly the same from house to house. I find it eerie. My neighborhood street is pretty unique. It has an ugly fourplex with a $1 million house. It's unique and I wouldn't trade it for anything. A bunch of property where I can't see my neighbors. Yeah. United Association assuming I'm just an old lady was your first mistake. Vintage shirt. Anything they can statistically show will increase the property value of each house on average. By 3 cents they can feel justified in enforcing on you. Pushed around in the land of the free, to the point. They with the land they own. And all by the private sector to boot. See, this is why I'd never buy a home in an HOA. Official United Association assuming I'm just an old lady was your first mistake. Vintage sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. Where there were limitations to this. After some investigation, it turned out that the bylaw restricting renting is unenforceable according to state law. United Association assuming I'm just an old lady was your first mistake. Vintage shirt. Twice we had minor work done on the place. Someone called into the county commissioner and they came out to inspect and verify we had permits. Both times was work that didn't require permits. The whole time we had the work done we had the permit properly displayed and made sure the work during the allowed hours. Someone called it in that we did illegal construction. You could tell by the dude who came to our condo that he was just as pissed as we were. I asked him if it was illegal to call in fake requests. Other products.